Good morning. Welcome to ScreenJunkies Universe. It's Wednesday, which means it's Ed Greer Day.
Yay!
Yay! Trumpets are blaring. Spencer Gilbert is here. Dan Murrell is here.
Hello.
I'm Roth, Cornet. We have lots to talk about. MoviePass does not want you to see Infinity War. We said hyperbolically, but it's also kind of true. We'll get into that in a minute. So much more. We'll do a little news roundup to start, Dan. Dan, you a Arrested Development fan?
I'm very much an Arrested Development fan. Yes.
Oh, well, some good news for you.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Mitch Hurwitz is talking about recutting and remixing season 4, which is the controversial fourth season, which they couldn't get the cast together, so they all had these sort of like individual storylines, if you guys recall. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
It's a very kind of jetting back and forth in time, and you'd see pieces of something, and then it was
Better Call Arrested Development.
yeah.
Is that an insult to Better Call Saul? Because then we're going to beef.
It's chronologically mixed up. That's the thing I'm saying.
It's a great show. That show is so much better than it has any right to be. We'll get back to Arrested Development. He said essentially that, I mean, who am I kidding? I want this thing to syndicate eventually, which is a whole interesting point. But he also added, but I also pursued it as a comedic experiment to see if new jokes and a new perspective would emerge from a remix that features all the blues in every episode. Thank you. That's what we want. We want all the blues in every episode.
Scheduling conflicts be damned.
Yes.
Sorry, Michael Cera. I don't care that you're playing ukulele at a cool kid's birthday party. You need to be here at Arrested Development. Oh, happy birthday to you.
And it's literally Clark's birthday party.
Yeah.
And do you guys ever watch Clark and Michael? Michael and Clark? It was Clark and Michael, right?
I just said yeah. I wanted to yes and you. I have no idea.
Never mind. That'll be a deep cut for
Wasn't
me.
that an internet television show?
It was an
Michael
internet.
Clark Duncan? Yeah.
It was Clark. What's his last name?
Duke.
Clark Duke and Michael Cera basically had an internet show together called Clark and Michael. Before.
Although I wish it was Clark Gregg. That would have been an infinitely better show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that that was a bad show.
It was at the time that I think Clark Duke was on like Greek on ABC Family, and Michael Cera was on Arrested Development. Deep cuts and stream of consciousness. It's Wednesday on SJU. Anyway, he's really excited about the final results. How do you feel? Would you like to see that?
I'd like to see that, and I'm excited about the new season too, which he says is coming soon, sooner than you would think it would be. So that's crazy that they would manage to put together a 5th season undercover. But this I am excited about because I initially rewatched the 4th season. Well, watched the 4th season. I was like, and I've watched it through one more time, kind of knowing the story, and I warmed to it a little bit. But I'm very curious to see, does this hold up better if you do it a little more classically Arrested Development? Because I think there were some good setups and things. It was so strange the way that it took away some of that intercutting and stuff. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how this plays in a more traditional format for the show.
Yeah, we don't want a stream of 17 different chickens. We want all the chickens together. Am I right?
Well, the chickens were but that's the thing is the chickens were sprinkled judiciously throughout the season so that you would make the connection like these aren't the same chickens.
And none of these chickens
in.
make sense. None of them are a chicken.
Yeah, no, I'm
Has anyone at this table even seen a chicken?
I'm curious. Like, I think the first 2 seasons are some of the best comedy writing and performing on television of all time. Yeah. Season 3 started getting a little wobbly. Season 4 didn't do it for me. So to me, this not that it's make or break. It's place in comedy history is secure. But I'm very curious to season 5. I assume the original cast is back. I assume the original format is back. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, I don't know. With shows, it's weird. Like, I mean, this remix of what you already did, this smacks of George Lucasism, and I don't know that I dig that much. But also, I do think they come back. I don't know if this is the special edition. Are we waiting on the prequels? You know what I mean? Are these next ones going to be that power hungry? That like I got to get to. You know what I mean? I just don't know. It seems like this original spirit is a little bit gone. So these remixes and stuff, I hope that imbue some of that original spirit back, and I hope the next one is a better season, so that we can have a nice fat compendium of good programming.
When is the time that we just say, let it rest? Let us bask in the glory of those first 2 perfect seasons? No.
I mean, never. The Simpsons is still on TV, Roth. Like this, television goes until someone literally drags it out back behind the barn and puts a bullet in its head.
Well, that's animation and live action shows. It goes. They can get the original cast together if they all can't get movies at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it depends on the career waxes and wanes of the. I mean, look at Will and Grace. All those people were available. Not trying to be a jerk. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, what are they up to? What are the Blues up to?
Collecting residuals.
Yeah.
Tony Hale's on Veep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Cera, I don't know.
Jason Bateman's got the couple different Netflix series. He's trucking along doing movies. He's got a probably.
So, yeah.
And look, it's
easiest
not an
career.
insult. It's got to be hard to find motivation to like really work when you're just collecting the fattest residual checks every week and just like making money for nothing. It's gotta be
But
a
are
bit-
they though? Because I don't know if Arrested Development does it. I wonder how
I guess
many
it is in
residuals
syndication.
it generates because it's on Netflix where it was. I assume it's still on. Yeah, it's on Netflix. So
And they just
I
pay
don't
you
know
up
what kind
front.
of deal they make with that. but
That's
it's
what
not
I
like
was
it's
also
on-
wondering
yeah.
when he talked about syndication. I was like, what does the Netflix deal mean then?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm sure it probably doesn't have enough episodes for generally, they say the magic number
100.
is 100 for it to be an attractive syndication package because that means you can run it 5 times a week and it won't repeat ad nauseum.
They're not making as much money as if this was on Fox 6 in Phoenix, Arizona at 4 in the afternoon. You know what I mean? They're not making that kind of money.
Syndication isn't what it used to be either.
That's true.
I mean, unless you're the Big Bang Theory, which is crazy because the Big Bang, no, really, the Big Bang Theory in syndication will often beat every other new show that night.
But they're just so out of touch with like, regular people. Leonard, the other one. Bazinga.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a full episode. Have you?
Is that the one with old Sheldon in it?
Yes, old Sheldon.
Yeah.
Is
Exactly.
anyone that only watches Young Sheldon and has never watched the Big
Totally
Bang Theory?
lost, yeah.
Let us know in the
I've
comments
never
below.
seen either.
Ryan Reynolds has been talking about the future of Deadpool as we head into the summer season. He was talking to EW and he said, I don't know that there will be a Deadpool 3. I really don't. I feel like the character, in order for him to function properly within his own universe, you need to sort of take everything away from him. I don't think you can keep doing that again and again. He said, I do see him as being a part of the X-Force, obviously. I would love to see him in a team-up, a sort of thing like a mano-a-mano, or, hey, a great female character from the X-Men universe, too. That also works. I just imagine that that's how he said that.
Yeah, one of the females. Yeah, give me an X-Men female.
I just think if you're going to do another Deadpool solo film, you've got to like really get that budget down to nothing and just swing for the
I love
fences
that. Okay.
and break all kinds of weird barriers and do stuff that no one else can do. Do
Yes,
that, Ryan.
That's a first.
I want
Do
to
that.
see a $500,000 Deadpool.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, why would you
Colin
pitch the very
Favors.
thing that we want to see and say you're not going to do it?
Yeah.
Do that thing. Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to speculate about Deadpool 3 before Deadpool 2 works, because
Well, that's what
was
we do
Deadpool
here.
lightning in a bottle? We'll see. If Deadpool 2 is fun, again, like television, this is serialized storytelling. They're going to keep making Deadpools as long as Ryan Reynolds likes money.
Apparently, he's willing to give up some money in order to make a cooler movie, which is pretty awesome.
Okay,
That's
wants
what
to do it
happens
as
when
long as
you're
Ryan Reynolds wants to
Canadian.
do it. Yeah, you're right.
Well, and also him saying though that he's down with doing an X-Force movie is super cool because they could do something kind of what the Marvel proper is doing, as far as like, catch Deadpool in his next movie in 2 years, but in X-Force he has this really cool part where he grows a hand or something.
That hand growing sequence blew my mind.
Hey, he had to grow his hand up to push the buttons to blow up the guy.
Yeah. Teaming him up and sprinkling him in throughout the Fox Disney monoculture movie paste is a nice spice. And I can see him.
Paprika?
just
Dead paprika?
I just was picturing people eating glue that was seasoned with paprika.
I mean, is that not superhero movies 5 years from now when they're all under one company? It's just a glue of super jelly. It's super jelly.
Yeah.
Just Vegemite. You spread it on toast but yeah, I love Deadpool. Adding Deadpool to a mix is I think it'd be fun. He can reboot the whole X universe with a snap of his fingers. That'd be a nice joke.
Yeah.
Everyone's recast, and he's a good wild card to have.
No, that's true. He's like a trickster god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, then now, you know.
And he's dating Thanos in the comics, like Thanos' lady friend. Death.
Yeah.
Death has a crush on Deadpool. Thanos has a crush on Death. It's a great love triangle.
Ooh. I get that. I get that for her.
Yeah.
She's got a
thoughts?
type.
Yeah, I agree. It's Deadpool 2's not out yet, and obviously he's gonna get asked about Deadpool 3. And the real thing is he has no idea. He has no idea if they're gonna want a Deadpool 3, how this movie's gonna be received. I think it's gonna make a lot of money either way.
Deadpool 2, troubled production.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's bad, but
Titanic
he might not
was a
want to
trouble
run right back.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, let's get through this one, but that's just the nature of, he's going to be asked about Deadpool 3 from now until he's 70 years
90.
old, whether he makes it or
Yeah.
not, which, by the way, would be an awesome Deadpool 3. Wait 40 years and make Deadpool 3.
Old man Deadpool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be, it's hard for me to envision him being part of a team because
He's such
it
an
just
asshole.
feels like he would, it just feels like he would blow everybody else off the screen. It's like, I don't see.
But he also still works really well, or best, with people reacting off of
Yeah.
it. If
Yeah.
he's totally by himself, just monologuing and stuff, and with seeing him get broke off and injured and stuff, and seeing his pluckiness, you need other characters to observe that. So I think they could maintain it.
And Marvel has been able to incorporate characters like Iron Man, who I also are just like, how are you? Tony Stark's just going to overshadow everybody, and they were able to integrate all of their heroes into a team setting more or less successfully. So maybe that is the way to go. But it's also theoretical at this point. It's part of playing the game.
Well, in theory, the thing that I love again about what he said is the idea of, and more people should do this, like just get that budget so far down that you can literally try anything, and who cares if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're rich.
Get Steven Soderbergh to shoot it on an iPhone
Yeah.
for $60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
There
a
you go.
Deadpool, but it looks like Collateral.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just put him in the Big Bang Theory.
Collateral
Bazinga.
looks really good.
Well, yeah, but they shot it on a bunch of video cameras. And
Yeah.
it was like a big deal.
It
for the
was
time.
digital.
It was a big deal at the time, but I felt like now we're just going to go off on Collateral. But one of the big deals was that it looked good. They
Looks
wanted
awesome.
to prove that it would look good
Right.
on video.
That Mikey Man knows how to
I like-
press record.
Yeah, like
Yeah, Mickey.
Like,
You know my boy Mickey.
shoot on,
Mickey Man.
shoot on something really great. Like shoot on Super 8.
I think at this point that'd be more expensive than shooting.
I think it
Probably.
would be.
It would be, yeah. All right, we're going to talk about MoviePass and how they are ruining your life. No, I'm kidding. I like MoviePass. Don't yell at me. Don't at me. MoviePass is great. Okay.
Just got added so hard.
Wow.
I just got added so hard. No, they're great, but there's been a lot going on in a 2-week span of time. Things
there has
have
been.
shifted quite a little bit for users. We'll talk about that. But first, we want to thank once again some of our $50 donors for our Women in Film event, Movie Fights Extravaganza to end all extravaganza. It's all on the line. It's life or death. You can't miss it. It's the belt on the line. It is pride on the line. It is lines on the line.
Lines are on the line. Be there.
Be there or be square tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Jeff, alternate Ken Knapsack.
Sounds like a jerk.
Whoa, I know
The
that
guy
guy.
we know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He might even be there tomorrow. Connor Power,
Connor Power.
Donald Davis Jr., Abigail Briggs, Caitlin Kiefer, Michael Lipinski, Raul Vudabarapu, Christopher Spencer, Mr. Movies, Juliet
man.
Johnston, hello, Benjamin Chung, Chuck Wilson, Hans Allred, and Gianetta Malatesta di Montefiore.
Wow, that is an awesome name.
That was like an American Ninja Warrior run. Just like shoot, 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 shoot. Whoop, whoop.
I hope I got that right.
You
That
ran
is
up
like...
the 90-degree wall.
Yeah.
That was amazing, yeah.
I hope that's your name because it sounded dope when I did it. Things that you can look forward to besides the lines on the line tomorrow. TV fights, Roxy Stryer, people. Woo, we have a graphic. Okay. Anime fights.
All right.
Okay.
JT's left the building.
JT left 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We just didn't notice.
Just somewhere watching Patriots highlights.
Also hosted by Miss Roxy Stryer. That's going to be an awesome one with Erica Ishii and Emma Fife. We also have the epic return of Mr. Nick Mundy, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
In video form.
You're the god
will
of
be present
funny.
and accounted for.
Yep.
I've seen some of the stuff with Mr. Dan Murrell. I'm not going to say that Dan stole the show, but he sure as ass did.
it's Nick's show.
You are hilarious in that thing. But Nick is also amazing. We're very excited
There's
to
a
have him
TV
back.
fight.
TV fights.
Boom.
Yale versus Michelle versus Stacy. Who's going to win? Who do you got your money on, Spencer?
What's the question?
The question
Who you
is the
got?
best TV show of 2017. The answers are Michelle has Black Mirror, Yale has The Handmaid's Tale, and Stacy has Glow.
Ooh, I think Handmaid's Tale is going to take that
I've heard
one.
Yale
So?
is a force to be
She
reckoned with.
really
in
is a
TV
great
fights,
fighter.
So
Yeah.
I think she might have the
Definitely.
edge. But it is all about
Yeah.
the arguments. It's not about the picks. So
Yeah.
you never know.
You never
I
know.
trust that pairing of Yale and The Handmaid's Tale to knock it out.
All right, those are our predictions. Let us know yours. MoviePass. So there's been an evolution with their business model every 2 days, and here's the latest update. So they had taken away the popular one-a-day movie monthly subscription package in order to do a different promotional package at $29.95, a 3-month plan that only allowed users the freedom to see 4 movies a month. There was an uproar amongst people who said, that's not fair. These people have this package. I would like the same thing. So they have brought it back. This is all on the heels of taking away the opportunity to see a movie more than one time. And they did that the very weekend that Infinity War opened up, which is basically the kickoff of the
wow.
summer
What a
season.
coincidence.
So many people feel that was perhaps not a coincidence. Mitch Lowe, CEO, said in an interview with iHeartRadio's All Access, through in a free trial of iHeartRadio's All Access On Demand streaming package into the other $29.95 deal, but nobody cared. They're like, I want to see movies. He said, we never plan to abandon the flagship product that everyone loves. Anytime we've done a promotional package, we've taken the monthly plan off our site. So he's saying, look, we were never always going to take it away permanently. We were going to bring it back. But then when you say that, why would I do any of your promotional packages, which are less cool than the basic package? Why
And
wouldn't I just wait for it to come back?
He was asked the previous week when it was coming back, and he said, I'm not sure. Which again, if you know the answer to that question and the answer is going to be, oh, it's coming back soon.
Yeah.
You don't say, I'm not sure. You say, it's coming back. This is so, I wish I would, can we get him back? Because like I think you nailed it a couple
sorta
weeks ago.
doubt it.
You said a couple weeks ago you said like I feel like we could have Mitch Lowe in again
Every week,
and it would be a different interview because I have so many questions.
So many
as
questions.
a customer.
Yeah,
I have so many questions.
Well, it's interesting. Maybe we can. I'll reach out. Look, let's just talk behind the scenes and front of the scenes. I'll reach out and find out. But if I'm honest, like, we've been pretty direct about some of the issues or concerns that we have, not saying that the product itself is a bad one. So I'd be interested if he wants to come in and actually have that direct conversation. I would respect the hell out of it. That'd be cool.
Well, I just think, what do you expect him to say? Like, at the time that they asked him, the most honest answer would be like, oh, after Thanos. After this Thanos thing blows over, yeah, I'll bring it back. That would be the honest answer, and nobody wants to hear that.
He's really well media trained. He really is. Like when he's impressively good and disarming as an interview, and you really get the sense that he means it in the sense of like you think he really loves movies. He started out with a video store. He helped to found Netflix, and you get the sense that he truly is trying to figure out how to make this model work for the benefit of movies and for the business. But do those things actually ever truly intersect? I don't have the answer for that. Like, is it to the benefit of movies and that business? Do those things ever really meet?
Well, I think,
and the customer?
Well, I think the plan should be for them to branch out into television production and make some of the best TV shows ever so that people stay in and don't use their MoviePass so they can get away with this one movie a day jazz, but nobody ever goes.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like ultimately they do have a streaming service it's it's just very unclear because he has gone back and forth between saying whether streaming would ever be a part of their model or not. And if it ultimately is going to be a part of their model, then they're actually not laying their eggs in the basket of keeping the theatrical experience going. They're leaning into streaming like everybody else, which is understandable because when you look at how much money people are spending, it's dominant. It is so dominant what people spend on streaming. Spencer, thoughts? You look thoughtful.
Oh, well, I'm not a MoviePass customer. It's always seemed interesting, and I don't know what these ups and downs. It seems like every week you guys are talking about it's changed. And I think that, look, they always have room to screw you until it's a worse deal than just buying individual tickets. So I imagine that once they have enough people, or if they can hold on enough people, they will take it all the way up into that very limit until it's like a penny cheaper than just buying a movie ticket.
Yeah.
That's the room they have to play with, and they're seeing where the sweet spot is.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah.
It's just business, baby. Just business. Give me one of the X-Men
low and then
females
you
and
raise
jack
the
up the
price.
price.
Give me what the X-Men females. I got energy coming out of her hands.
One of the ladies.
Yeah, Sturm.
Rag
Sturm.
Jane Grey.
Jane Grey. Yeah, give me Jane Grey.
Yeah. Well, then there's the other stuff. Like, I am part of the beta test that now requires you to send pictures of your ticket stubs, which I have been told is a return to something that MoviePass used to do, which is you buy a ticket.
Can you walk me through what you mean?
So basically, certain users, myself and my girlfriend, both got the email last week. We're told that we are part of a beta test, wherein now when you buy a ticket, the app prompts you to take a picture of your ticket stub, and you have to send it to MoviePass. And if you don't do it, you get one strike, and then they irrevocably cancel your account.
Cool.
So
why?
Because they said so. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Is like they're obviously trying to root out something.
So I think it's scalping.
They're trying to
people buying tickets and then selling them to people.
maybe, but
To earn a profit.
I've heard this thing, this scalp, like people are buying, but at the same time, like I live in, LA is kind of the beta test capital for this thing. Like I've gone to so many theaters and there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people with movie passes using them. Like I've never walked up to the theater at the Grove and seen a guy with his hat down, like lean in and be like, "Hey man,
Want to see A Quiet Place?
One game night. Like I one game night. Somebody like throwing out, because the way that it works is like you can't buy them ahead of time. So like if you're gonna scalp a MoviePass ticket, then you have to go to physically to the theater on the day of the movie. You have to be physically present to buy the ticket with MoviePass, and then you would have to stand outside, or I guess you have somebody.
I think you would stand out.
How
I
big
think
of
the
a problem
idea
is
is
this?
like
Is my question.
you would stand outside, and if someone was buying a ticket for A Quiet Place for like $15, you would say, "I'll sell it to you for $11." Which you still, because you have this unlimited ability to get movie tickets, you could actually still make not a huge profit margin in that business, but you could make.
Make some
you
money.
could make some money that way.
And I understand why MoviePass would want
Or
to.
you do it with your friends.
True.
Yeah.
I understand why MoviePass. The same thing with you can only see a movie once now. This like we don't want people to share cards, and it's like I get that, but at the same time, to then like institute these harsh measures, it's like okay, you get to see one movie one time and that's it. Like there are a lot of their customers who, and I tweeted about this, and I heard a lot of people say like, this is one of the reasons that I had MoviePass, was that so that I could go see Black Panther. I saw it 3 times using my MoviePass, and that's great because I can go see it during the day when I want to go back. And it's like, this is one of the reasons I used it, was to go back and see movies that I really liked again. And I think that that's, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be like if Netflix, when they were just burgeoning out, were just like, listen, we have reports that some people are sharing their Netflix passwords, and so because of that, you're now limited to 2 hours of viewing a day. It's like, well, wait a minute. This seems like a big overcorrection for a problem that, yes, does exist, but at the same time, does the punishment fit the crime? And I want to know, like, what information do they have that says how many people are scalping tickets and how many people are sharing cards, and is that then worth? Because there are a lot of people that are angry about this. Like I said, I heard from them that are like, I feel duped. People that bought annual subscriptions to MoviePass. Like, I paid for a year up front, and they are now revoking
What you
one of the
paid
main
for.
reasons that
Yeah.
I paid for. So that's what I want to know is like, was this so widespread that now you're taking this huge measure of you can only see a movie once using MoviePass, and I love their spin on it. It's like, we want to encourage filmmakers to diversify what they see. Bullshit. That's I'm sorry, that's BS.
And if he said it to you directly, you'd believe it. I swear, the man is like
maybe.
He's a snake charmer.
Well, I don't think he's so cool right now. After you gave that tutorial on how to beat the system, he's somewhere shaking his iPad. Like, stop it, shut up!
Well,
Yeah.
hey,
So,
but here's
I
my
just
other
wanna know,
question.
what
You
is
could
their
easily
research?
take the picture, like it's a dumb measure, because you could easily take the picture of the ticket and still scalp it to Spencer.
Yeah, that's what I
Take
that's
a
what I'm
picture of you
curious about is-
I'm in the movie. Here's my ticket.
Yeah, he
In my
just threw his
seat.
iPad. He just threw it.
I think I heard that what they might be trying to do with that is combating the fact that people will check into one movie, because the way that it works is you check into a movie, it loads the balance on your card, then you go buy the ticket. And I've heard that the reason they're doing that is to prevent people from checking in to go see A Quiet Place and then buying a ticket to go see Infinity War.
Got it.
And getting around. But again, that's the thing. It's like, how big of a problem is this, and is it worth potentially kind of riling up your consumer
They
base?
just seem. It seems like this business that. There's half of me that thinks there's some method to this madness of destabilizing things to this degree, and then another half of me is like, no, it's just chaos.
Throwing it at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
I think they're seeing how much money they can make with how many people get pissed off and calibrating what that level is.
Yeah, it's the same way they calculate recalls,
Yeah,
right?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's the same way they calculate
How
recalls.
many people will have to die versus how much money we will
Will it
lose?
cost, yeah.
But less stakes, because it's just Infinity War that you will only get to see once.
I'm so angry that I logged into my app to see like which movies it wouldn't let me see. I'm very angry that I will not be able to use my MoviePass to go see Acrimony a second time. I was really banking on that second viewing, and Sherlock Gnomes.
You pick up on so much
There
more.
go my repeat viewing
Yeah.
of Sherlock
Second time.
Gnomes.
The clues are there from the beginning, Dan. You got to check it again.
I use it to see a lot of not great movies as well.
Well, yeah, but
Marginal
that's-
fare is
That's
what they call
exactly
it, the
right. When
business.
I don't go to the theater nearly as much. I stream a lot more, and I think that we're the two case studies because financially, I don't want to go pay $15 to go see. No offense.
The Commuter.
The Commuter. I don't know. Like I don't want to go see Sherlock Gnomes, for that. So I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna stream The Handmaid's Tale and whatever documentaries on Netflix and all the other things. And you can get a lot of indie movies too on Amazon and on other services that are in theaters. And you can get them day and date on the streaming services. So I think we are the two case studies because I don't want to do that. Like I'm pretty picky about what we'll pay money to go. I want it to be a good movie.
I just
say-
watch montages of the best Fortnite kills for free. So that's the future of
Yeah.
entertainment for me. Is just headshot montages.
But the true future of entertainment, if we're being real about it for a minute, is like when you think of little kids, that is the true future and how they consume entertainment. And they don't actually watch any of this. They don't even perceive it as being what entertainment is. They largely watch clips on YouTube and like
all the
unboxings
cool
of Kinder eggs.
but
Have
when
you
I
seen
was-
that?
Yeah.
But when I was a kid,
Unboxings
all
freak
I
me
watched
out.
was Disney sing-along tapes. I mean, you do
Dan,
end up
that is so
diversifying a
cute.
little bit. I was a child.
Little
of course.
Dan. Just
I
singing
mean,
along.
you don't watch the exact same things your entire life.
you remember
that
any
watch
of the
when you were a
songs?
Child. Oh, they were all the Disney songs. It just had the literally like follow the
bouncing
bouncing
ball.
ball, and it was a Mickey head. And it's how we're all gonna have media projected to us in about 10 years.
Yeah. Just
Yes,
a
Mickey.
chip in our brain
Yeah.
See a
that we
little
don't
Dan who
remember
can't-
getting.
I just see a little Dan who can't quite articulate why he's unsatisfied with his experience. Just yet, you know what I mean? He's not quite ready for it.
This episode of DuckTales left me empty. So
And Gizmo Duck, does it
there
work?
was some third act structural.
It seems like Gizmo Duck is somewhat of a Deus Ex Machina.
Very out of character for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I don't think that they established this
Previous
canonically in previous episodes. I
What
was
did
very
you watch
popular
when you
in
were
kindergarten.
little?
Oh, only the best. The Super Mario Super Show.
Yeah.
Pirates of Dark Water. Samurai Pizza Cats.
There's a whole other thing going on.
Yeah, Toonami, obviously after school. But yeah, I'll Animaniacs, a lot of Animaniacs.
I was
Yeah.
a Tiny
Pivotal.
Toons guy.
and Beavis and Butthead before they moved it to like 11 so that kids couldn't watch it.
Oh, you couldn't stay up. You could stay up till 11.
Not in my house.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I didn't have a TV in my room. Like, what was I gonna do?
Roth, you can't stay up till 11.
Yeah,
we
Okay.
we established this yesterday.
Just to be clear, what I meant was I was working straight through to 11, sending emails, and Billy can confirm it because he got the dings while he was trying to have a restful evening. And I don't sleep. I have really bad insomnia. I never sleep. That's why I'm always as weird as you know me to be. That's just sleep deprivation.
Oh, no, I can't relate to Spencer because me and my mom used to watch Beavis and Butthead. Like, my mom will literally, to this day, pull her shirt up over her head. Like,
That's the Ryan Reynolds thing.
dude, like, literally, I'll be talking to her on the phone, and she'll be like, "Are you threatening me?"
Mike Judge, genius.
I want to hang out with me, Ma, and your mom. Have a little party. All right. That's it. That's our show. We did it.
you go.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and keeping the train moving. You can watch the Honest trailer written by a robot.
Written by a robot.
Yeah.
That's out now. That's awesome. You can also watch the commentary with the creator of the robot.
Part of the team, yeah.
Part of the robot team was here. And please do tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Special time for movie fights for the epic Movie Fights extravaganza. To end all extravaganza, we're going to literally answer the questions of the universe in this show.
I'm so excited. I'm not going to change my clothes for the next 2 days for the morning show.
Yes.
Me
We're not
neither.
how
pre-taping
excited I
anything.
am.
We're not pre-taping a single thing. We just forgot to shower. Good to see you guys,
See
and we
ya.
will see you tomorrow. Maybe, in a way, kind of. Yeah, we will.